Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us for our virtual visit series. We are really excited to have Miss Britney Walton with us here today from Universal Technical Institute. They're a wonderful partner with us, and we really look forward, Miss Walton, to hearing all of the great things that you're going to tell us about UTI. So with that, I will just pass it right off to you to get us started.
Well, thank you so much. Good morning, everybody. It is really nice to be out here with you all today. My name is Britney Walton, and I am the admissions representative with a school that's called Universal Technical Institute. I'm looking forward to sharing some more information with you about the school and what we have to offer. So with that, I am going to share my screen, which of course is taking just a minute to download. So you guys give this just a sec. Sometimes this Zoom stuff is a little bit wonky, but it should kick in just a minute. Some of you might have seen a UTI presentation in the past. Oftentimes I come out to the 4 high schools in Hanover County and present in different classes about the options and opportunities available to you at UTI. UTI, as you can see from the screen in front of you, UTI is a school that focuses on 3 main areas. It's transportation, energy, and manufacturing. Though most students know us as Universal Technical Institute, you can see across the top of the screen that we also operate under different names. MMI for Motorcycle and Marine Mechanics Institute, NASCAR Technical Institute. We are the only endorsed and sponsored school of NASCAR, and MIAT for more of the energy related programs. So this is a very hands-on option for students who don't necessarily want to go that traditional route after high school. One area that we're going to focus on a little bit more today is actually the transportation side of our programming. We do partner with the biggest brands in the industry, whether it's Ford or Porsche, Mercedes-Benz, Harley-Davidson, Suzuki, Volvo, Penta. You can see all the different partnerships that we have. This is not a school where students would come in and say, hey, I just want to learn how to work on cars. You actually have an opportunity to apply into a program like BMW or NASCAR or Mopar. So it is very different because our students are not sitting in classes learning about Shakespeare and American history and earth science. Those are all good things, but they're not necessary in order to be a very successful technician. So instead of just telling you what we do, I want to show you. So take a look and see if anything kind of pops out to you and if you could envision yourself in this type of learning environment.
We are for success of the hands-on heroes, the mechanical geniuses, the fixers of broken things, the ones who make what goes wrong right. Because without them, the world literally stops moving. Yes, we're for their success, which is why we've partnered with leading automotive, diesel, motorcycle, collision repair, marine, CNC, and welding companies to create state-of-the-industry facilities throughout the nation, and to ensure our students learn the technical and professional skills they need. We have a variety of programs to choose from. In Universal Technical Institute's Automotive Technology program, you can learn how to diagnose, maintain, and repair domestic and foreign automobiles. You'll find out how to troubleshoot problems of all kinds using engine analyzers, handheld scanners, and other computerized diagnostic equipment. After completing UTI's Diesel Technology program, you'll be prepared to work on everything from big trucks and corporate fleets to farm equipment and more. You'll start with basic diesel engines and work hands-on through all major areas like transmissions, fuel systems, air brakes, chassis, climate control, and preventive maintenance. In the collision repair program, you can learn about welding, frame alignment, mechanical and electrical repair, custom paint and body applications, and factory painting. In the welding program, you can prepare for a career making sparks fly, cutting, shaping, fusing, and repairing everything from buildings and bridges to pipelines, power plants, vehicles, and even aircraft. You could even choose the NASCAR Technology program in Mooresville, North Carolina, where you can learn things like engines, fabrication, welding, aerodynamics, and pit crew. In the CNC machining program, you'll get the skills you need to drill, mill, grind, route, and cut parts with laser precision for everything from high-performance engines and medical equipment to aircraft components and industrial applications. At Motorcycle Mechanics Institute, you can learn how to work on everything from street bikes to dirt bikes and more. At Marine Mechanics Institute, you can work on everything from stern drive, inboard gas and diesel engines to outboard two-stroke and four-stroke motors to prepare for a career on the water. The choice is yours. Get there. Faster, smarter. Universal Technical Institute. We're for success. Your success.
So guys, I like to start with that right up front because you can start to see just how focused this type of education is and how hands-on it is. UTI has been around for over 50 years. We do place the most professional technicians, and we have campus locations all over the country. We do not do in-state, out-of-state tuition. We have very nice housing options for our students, traditionally about 10 to 15 options at each campus locations. And we also help students find part-time work. So your time in school goes very quickly because you are so busy in several different productive environments. So depending on what you want to do determines where you go to school. The best example of that is if I work with a student who says, you know, I grew up tearing apart dirt bikes and four-wheelers, and I just love motorcycles, and I want to turn that passion into a profession. We know right away that student would be looking at Orlando or Phoenix. So different brands, different programs, and different locations. So when I come out to classes, I'm not here to tell you that I think you all need to come to UTI. I'm here to get you thinking about the next steps and what might be the appropriate fit for you after high school. There are a lot of things to consider. You always hear people talk about finding your passion, and liking what you do is important, and it's one part of that, but you also need to think about what are you innately good at, and also, where are the jobs? Just because you love something and just because you're good at it, if there aren't jobs out there, then we got to start planning again. So there are a lot of different things that come to the table. One of those things is, how do you like to learn? This is not a right or a wrong. There are some students that love to learn with a book open in front of them, or definitely know that they learn through listening, and a lecture hall environment is a good fit for them. However, most of the students that I work with tend to very quickly say that they are visual learners. They need to see something being done, or more likely than not, they are very hands-on learners. So to really understand something and make it click, they need to put their hands on it. The good thing for everybody is that we are very fortunate. We've got a lot of options available to you after high school, and they're all good options. You guys know about four-year schools and community colleges and military. Trade schools or skill-based training is the one area that students are a little bit fuzzy on, and it just means that it's very focused and it is a faster pace. If you come to UTI because you are crazy about a career in welding, Monday through Friday, it is welding. The theory, the hands-on components, same thing for heavy diesel equipment or boats. You don't do everything that we have to offer. You focus on one area, even down to the manufacturer. The good news is that if you are thinking that you really are more of a hands-on learner, there is a wide variety of opportunity available in the trades. When you can do something with your hands that most people cannot do, you are going to be in demand. And when you're in demand, traditionally there is good money. The salary is there. There's good benefits. We are serving as the talent pipeline for the biggest brands in the industry, and they are having to compete for our students. So this is a very good time to start looking over some options. Juniors can actually begin the interview process for our school next month in May, and seniors still have time, although graduation will be here before you know it. Seniors still have time to get set up to start in the fall. Freshmen and sophomore, I'm always happy to answer any questions that you have or your family might have, and we can certainly schedule some tours for you guys as well. So UTI is not a cookie cutter kind of education. You can see up here that the programs not only are different locations, they're different lengths. In addition to that, they're different costs. That's one of the questions that comes up quite a bit. But you can guess that a student who is in school for 9 months is going to pay a different cost than a student who's in school for, a year and a half. So based on the manufacturer that a student chooses, that would determine the length and the cost. In addition to the UTI programs, you guys know that we operate MIAT, which is a school that's a little bit further from home. MIAT campuses are out in Houston and Michigan, but they focus a little bit more on aviation, also wind energy, which is a really, really cool opportunity. Robotics, HVACR, non-destructive testing, as well as the industrial maintenance program. Same thing with MIAT programs though, different lengths, different locations, and different cost. So you don't have to figure all of this out on your own. I have done this for about 12 years, and my job is almost like a counselor to help students figure out the right program, the right campus, and then to move through those important steps on how are you going to pay for school, where are you going to live. So I work with you and your family through those steps. The top question that comes up is about cost. Even though it varies quite a bit, just know that we help you and your family with financial aid. We have $15 million each year to help get students to school, and we have signed contracts with nearly 5,000 companies that are coming in to recruit our students. They participate in a program that's called Tuition Reimbursement Incentive Program, where not only are they offering jobs, they're doing things like offering incentives such as sign-on bonuses, tool packages, money to relocate to the program. And the big one is they need technicians so badly that they are helping to refund student loans. So that's pretty impressive. You don't hear about too many industries in this much of a need that they're willing to do that. Sometimes students will say, well, Britney, I think that I would really like this, but I haven't done too much work on this kind of stuff before. That is okay. As long as you are a hands-on learner, you're not intimidated by the technology within this field, and you are open to the coaching and instruction from our instructors, we can train you on what you need to know to be successful. This is a very linear program. You cannot come in and just do motorsports and, BMW. You have to do the auto core program first. We make sure that your foundation is solid and we work through the steps. So every course is 3 weeks. You finish that and you move to the next. No experience is necessary. And because of our partnerships, every campus that we hold is a very state of the art. I think if you love this stuff, you would walk in and be blown away at the caliber of the education, the facilities, and the campus locations. When I come out to classes and get to present to students, this is a little bit shorter format. So what I wanted to do today is just introduce you to the school, introduce you to myself. I am your admissions representative. So if you have interest in UTI, you and your family would be working with me to go through all of those steps. I wanted you to hear a little bit about the history of the school and see some of the connections that we have. We have done this for a very long time, and we're really good at what we're supposed to do, and that is helping students start their profession in the industry that they're excited about. Because it is such focused training, you can't get to a UTI campus and in 6 months say, oh, never mind, I think I want to be a vet or I want to study history. Those are good, but because we are so focused, we're looking for students who really know what they're passionate about and they want to go on and turn that into a profession. So we're not a hobby school. We want students who want to make a career out of this field. So I also wanted to introduce you to a type of education and an industry that you may not have considered before. This field, again, is screaming for tech. So it's wide open as far as the advancement opportunities within this field. You are able to leave our school with credentials, which means that you are that much more marketable to the brands and companies that we work with. So I wanted you to hear from a few industry partners before we wrap up.
One of the biggest reasons we go to UTI on a regular basis is because of the quality of students we get from there.
I personally give UTI a high standard when I look for a student because of the way UTI gives me the student.
These students are ready to work. When they come out of here, they're trained in the same work environment that our shops are.
We hire a lot of UTI students every year. We've hired close to 40 guys out of the GM program in the last 3 years.
We're currently about 50% UTI grads in all of Northwest Hampton.
I've hired over 260 UTI graduates. I find them to be prepared for the industry, and especially if they take a manufacturer's course before they leave.
We especially love the manufacturer programs.
The amount of service business we're expecting to see in the next 3 years. We don't have the manpower to get it done.
Every day we're looking to bring on more technicians that are qualified.
Well, UTI was a great avenue for us to use to find techs.
They have a desire for racing and engines, coupled with their education at UTI. We know that we've got a winner.
That's the individual that we want to put in our company and help them grow and thrive and develop a career.
UTI is a good option. Not everybody wants an office job. Not everybody wants to wear a suit and tie.
Definitely the schooling was worth it. I would do it again.
I always had an interest for cars and kind of just wanted to take it to the next level.
You're always learning something new, and that's what I love about it.
UTI gives you a lot of resources to get a job.
I feel pretty comfortable when you leave MMI and you go to a dealership. It feels like you just walked out of school's dealership into an actual real-life dealership.
When we get a UTI student, their blended training is online training as well as hands-on, which is great for the dealerships because we require online training as well.
Well, a technician can come in here, and if he's good enough and smart enough, eventually one day he could be a shop foreman. So there's plenty of avenues. If you have a passion for cars, I would recommend everyone to go to UTI.
So because the whole point is to help you get started in this industry, I definitely wanted you to hear from some industry partners. I also wanted you to see a couple different campus locations. Keep in mind that I will help you figure out what is where, but I wanted you to see some that I work with quite a bit. This is the closest campus to you guys in Mooresville, North Carolina. Students interested in welding, machining, cars, and racing tend to start in Mooresville. It's a really cool area too. I have a lot of students who head out to the Texas area, not even just Dallas, but also the Houston area where our collision program is. Orlando is very unique and is a very popular destination for Virginia students. Not only do we run our auto diesel program at this campus, but we also have a motorcycle campus and marine campus down in Orlando. So straight shot down 95 and very cheap flights from Richmond International for family to come on down and visit. And this campus is actually pretty comparable. It's not even 5 hours probably from you guys up in Pennsylvania. Most of the students that I work with who are interested in heavy diesel will attend the Exton campus. You can see that our Cummins program is located in Pennsylvania, and Cummins is still the world's largest manufacturer of diesel engines. So most students who want heavy diesel will choose this campus. Though you do have a lot more variety and option, those are the top. Lots of questions are going to come up when you are looking over your options. And you guys know this, things that you're curious about as far as the program, campus life. Your parents are going to want to know about the housing and the scholarship. So we do a virtual admissions meeting with you, me, and your family, whether mom and dad, mom or dad, grandparents, whoever you would like at the table, so that we make sure that we get everybody's questions answered and can help you move through the next steps. If you see something today and you're interested, your school counselors have some resources in the office for you. You are also welcome to jump online at uti.edu. You can read not just about success stories, but kind of start to look over some options there. The best thing that I would encourage you to do, though, is download our free app. It is called UTI Go. Again, it is free. You can do virtual tours. There are YouTube videos. You can start to look over scholarships. You can see the housing options. So this is kind of like a one-stop shop if you are interested in UTI. In just a minute, we're going to wrap up, and I'm going to stop sharing this screen and I'm going to put up a new one. There will be a QR code that if you have interest, you can scan the QR code and let me know, and I can reach out and see if you have any questions. You can also receive additional materials. The bottom line for us, and really as for me as a rep, is that I am looking for students who want to do this as a career and not just a hobby. I'm looking for students who are excited about the hands-on learning environment that UTI offer. and don't necessarily want to sit at a desk for another 2 or 4 years. And I'm looking for students who can stay focused on school while being away from home. It's a fun school, but it's a serious school to help you get to where you want to go. So if you are interested, in just a minute, scan the QR code. You will receive these 4 resources to your email. If you put in your email address, we'll get these things over to you so you can begin the conversation with your family. That will also include my contact information, and I am always available by phone or text. I'm happy to answer any questions that pop up. Don't hesitate to reach out. Thank you guys so much for letting me chat with you today, and I will put that QR code up now. There you go.
Thank you so much, Ms. Walton. This was fantastic.
Oh, absolutely. I'm very, very glad that I was able to be here with everybody today. So if you're welcome to share to different classes or anyone else that you feel like is appropriate. But thank you so much for hosting and having me in.
Absolutely. Thank you for your partnership. And students, Ms. Walton said, if you have an interest, definitely reach out. I mean, I just can't stress enough how amazing these opportunities are. And I just, as a counselor, career counselor, I just feel like this is where it's at, you know? So can't stress that enough. And please reach out to your school counselor, career counselors as well. And we can help you get connected to where you need to go if you have an interest in UTI or anything with any of these types of career areas. So thank you again, Ms. Walton, and we will be keeping in touch with you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Ms. Edwards. Talk to you soon.
Thank
Bye,
you.
guys.
Take care. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Great day.